How strong is Iran? How does it compare to Israel? Is Iran about to attack Israel? In today's video, we will answer all these questions. Iran and Israel are two of the most powerful forces in the Middle East. However, their power levels are vastly different. So how strong is Iran compared to Israel? Let's find out. The Islamic Republic of Iran is a nation located in Western Asia, making it one of the most influential countries in the region. Over the past few decades, Iran has grown to become an economic powerhouse. It also has a fairly large population and extensive natural resources. On the flip side, the State of Israel is a relatively small country with very limited natural resources. But it has been able to build a robust economy and a well-trained military force. This begs the question, which one of these two countries is stronger than the other? To answer this question, we need to consider a variety of factors, such as population size, economic output, military expenditure, and the quality of their military forces. We will explore each of these factors in detail to gain a better understanding of the relative strength between Iran and Israel. First, let's talk about population. As of 2023, Iran has a larger population than Israel. The population of Iran was estimated to be around 86 million people, while that of Israel was estimated to be around 15 million people. A larger population can provide a country with more resources to draw from, such as a larger pool of potential soldiers and a bigger market for domestically produced goods. However, it is important to note that the quality of a country's population is just as important as the quantity. The average level of education, health, and skills of a population can have a major impact on a country's overall strength. Both Iran and Israel have made significant investments in their populations to improve the quality of life for their citizens. They have both made great strides in improving access to education and healthcare, which has led to an overall improvement in the quality of life for their citizens. Next, we need to look at a country's economy. A strong economy is essential for national strength, as it provides the resources necessary to support a large military and improve the quality of life for citizens. Iran has a mixed economy with a focus on oil production, while Israel has a more diversified economy with a focus on technology and services. According to the World Bank, Iran's GDP was around $340 billion in 2022, while Israel's GDP was around $394 billion. Despite the difference in GDP, both countries have experienced significant economic growth in recent years. Iran's economy has been growing at an average annual rate of around 4%, while Israel's economy has been growing at an average annual rate of around 3%. This economic growth has led to improvements in the quality of life for citizens in both countries. In terms of military expenditure, Israel spends significantly more than Iran. According to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, Israel spent around $22 billion on its military in 2022, while Iran spent around $7 billion. This disparity in spending is due to a variety of factors, including the volatile security situation in the Middle East and Iran's focus on developing its domestic economy. Despite the difference in spending, both countries have developed sophisticated military capabilities. Iran has invested heavily in developing its missile program, while Israel has invested heavily in developing its air force and cyber warfare capabilities. When it comes to the quality and capability of their military forces, both Iran and Israel have made significant investments in their defense and military capabilities. Israel has one of the most advanced militaries in the world, with a well-trained and highly equipped force. Iran, on the other hand, has a smaller but still capable military. In terms of military personnel, Israel has an active duty military of around 200,000 soldiers, while Iran has an active duty military of around 640,000 soldiers. Additionally, Israel has a well-developed reserve force of around 450,000 troops, while Iran's reserve force is estimated to be around 350,000 troops. Despite the disparity in numbers, Iran has a larger population from which to draw its military personnel. When it comes to military equipment, Israel has a significant advantage over Iran. Israel has a modern and advanced air force with a variety of fighter jets, including the F-16 and F-15. Iran, on the other hand, has an older and less advanced air force. Now let's talk about their nuclear capabilities. Iran has not yet developed a nuclear weapon, but it does have the capability to do so if it chooses. Israel, on the other hand, is believed to have developed nuclear weapons, but it neither confirms nor denies having them. The possibility of Iran developing nuclear weapons is a major concern for Israel, as it could potentially lead to a regional arms race. Now let's talk about Iran's ballistic missiles. Iran has invested heavily in developing its ballistic missile program, and it now has a large arsenal of missiles of various ranges and capabilities. Some of Iran's ballistic missiles have a range of up to 2,000 kilometers, which means they could potentially reach targets in Israel and other Middle Eastern countries. This development has raised concerns among neighboring countries, including Israel, as these missiles could potentially be used to deliver a nuclear payload. On the other hand, Israel has developed a robust missile defense system known as the Iron Dome, which is designed to intercept and destroy short-range rockets and artillery shells fired from distances of up to 70 kilometers. This system has been highly effective in intercepting incoming missiles and has been credited with saving many lives. Another important aspect of military strength is air power. Israel has a significant advantage over Iran in this area. Israel has a modern and advanced air force with a variety of fighter jets, including the F-16 and F-15. Iran, on the other hand, has an older and less advanced air force. Israel's air force is also supported by a sophisticated air defense system that is designed to protect against aerial attacks. In contrast, Iran's air defense system is less advanced and more vulnerable to attack. This disparity in air power gives Israel a significant advantage in terms of military capabilities. Israel's air force is capable of carrying out airstrikes deep within Iranian territory, which could potentially target Iran's nuclear facilities or other strategic assets. Both Iran and Israel have made significant investments in their military capabilities, and both have developed sophisticated weapons and defense systems. However, Israel has a significant advantage over Iran in terms of military capability. Not only does Israel have a more advanced and better trained military, but it also has a more robust economy and a larger population. This gives Israel a significant edge when it comes to projecting power in the region. So what does the future hold for Iran and Israel? Both countries have made clear their commitment to their national security and their willingness to use force if necessary. This means that the possibility of conflict between the two countries remains a real and present danger. The situation is further complicated by the ongoing conflict between Israel and Palestine. This conflict has already resulted in the loss of countless lives and has the potential to escalate further. The involvement of Iran, which supports Palestine, could potentially drag the country into a wider regional conflict. If a war were to break out between Iran and Israel, it is difficult to predict who would come out on top. Iran has a larger population and military, while Israel has a more advanced military and economy. Ultimately, the outcome of any conflict would depend on a variety of factors, including the level of support each country receives from its allies and the effectiveness of their military strategies. Now, let's take a look at a comparison of Iran versus Israel's air power, missile systems, and manpower in 2025. Air power. Both Iran and Israel are investing heavily in their air forces and are expected to have a variety of advanced fighter jets. However, Israel is expected to have a significant advantage over Iran in terms of air power. Israel is expected to continue to operate the F-35, which is one of the most advanced fighter jets in the world, while Iran is expected to operate older and less advanced fighter jets. In addition, Israel is expected to continue to invest in its air defense systems, while Iran's air defense systems are expected to remain less advanced. Missiles. Both Iran and Israel have invested heavily in their missile programs and are expected to have a variety of advanced missiles. However, Israel is expected to have a significant advantage over Iran in terms of missile technology. Israel is expected to continue to develop new and advanced missile systems, while Iran's missile technology is expected to remain relatively unchanged. Manpower. Iran has a larger population than Israel and is expected to have a larger military. However, Israel is expected to have a more well-trained and experienced military. In addition, Israel has a mandatory military service program, which ensures that a large percentage of the population is familiar with military operations. Overall, it is clear that Israel has a significant advantage over Iran in terms of military capability. Israel's air force is more advanced, its missile defense systems are more robust, and its military is more well-trained. However, it is important to note that Iran is still a formidable opponent and should not be underestimated. Iran's large population and advanced missile program could potentially pose a serious threat to Israel. Additionally, the volatile nature of the Middle East means that the balance of power could easily shift. What do you think? How strong is Iran compared to Israel? Do you think Iran will attack Israel? Comment below. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any new videos. Thanks for watching.